how is it that you're able to still find so many good apartment deals? They're not just good buys, they're deals.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and again, I think, we've done the work a lot of times people are not willing to do. And what I mean by that is developing the relationships with the key parties that are the real people that are transacting the business. And so, what I mean by that is, our size apartment communities, call it $5 to $50 million. 90% of those, I'd even probably say 95% of those are going to trade majority through brokerage firms just because they're not mom and pop sellers. And so we've developed those relationships with the guys that are the, top three firms in any market we operate in. And they know us to be a proven executor, right? So that's one thing. And then two, another piece of it is we've done the work or the groundwork a lot of times, even with those relationships. Like, we're entering into the Tampa market here. We've looked at this market and we're making our first purchase right now. But in the process of doing that, we kind of eat some crap sandwiches, right? Like you've got to, do some difficult things, underwrite a bunch of turds that are turds beforehand. But you've got to be able to do that to be able to explain why back in the relationship, hey, this numbers don't work and this doesn't work and this doesn't work, so that the people understand that. And then, thankfully for us, the transaction volume we've done, and then also the size of the company we are a highly recommended visible operator. And so that opens it up. So when we have those off-market opportunities, like this deal we're doing in Tampa, it was an off-market property. And so we were able to kind of bring it together. It was actually two sellers, and bring it together and execute on it to create a great deal. And so, the truth is, and I tell this to other people, it's like, there's certain people in certain markets, like they're never even going to see that property. What they're going to see on, LoopNet is just a piece of crap that nobody wanted. Right. Like, and because in that space, it's being transacted in that manner. And so, we put in the difficult work to get those relationships. Another example would be where you got some guy that's kind of like a dirt bag. He kind of retrades the broker on his commission, which that's dude, live up to your word, for God's sakes. Sure. That's like, let your yes be yes and your no be no, kind of a little ancient throwdown from the scripture. But like, so we've come in and said, dude, look, hey, that's wrong. You did a ton of work on this thing. Put that 25 grand on my side. Now, most people wouldn't do that. They're like, are you freaking kidding me? That's $25,000. Dude, on a $12 million purchase, that's 25 grand. Right. And yes, that's 25 grand out of my pocket, but it also was the right thing to do. Right. I didn't have to do it, but it demonstrates the level of character and integrity we operate by. And that's where that guy knows, hey, man, I got this great deal that John's wanting to sell. Who am I going to bring it to? The guy that's a scumbag or the guy that's integrous like Randy that closes and lives up to his promise?
That's exactly right.
I think people look for the secret bullet to success, and it's like it's
doing the right thing.
It's doing the right thing over a long period of time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Day in, day out, doing it, even when it feels like crap and you don't want to do it.
Right.
You do it anyway.
That's exactly right. That's one of our core values.
Yeah, it's hard to be
thing, even when only God's watching.
Yep. It's hard to be relational when your mindset is transactional.
Yeah,
and that really, it shows up, and you're constantly having to look for new people. If you're a transactional person, if you're relational, you're just concentrating on those relationships, and the business will come.
Right.
For sure.